In episode 131 for July 27th, 2020, the FBI charges Chinese hackers for one of the largest Chinese-directed hacking campaigns ever discovered, how the BadPower fast charger attack could melt or set your devices on fire, and details on a massive leak of Instacart customer information. A few days ago, I was made aware of a video someone had posted on Instagram showing a car being stolen through a key fob relay attack. A relay attack is where a thief can take the signal from your key fob and boost it to break into your car or steal it. This attack is happening more and more, so the easiest way to protect your car from this attack is by putting your key fob in a silent pocket key fob guard, which is a Faraday bag that can block all wireless signal. Pick one up for yourself today at silentpocket.com, and because you listen to the Shared Security Show, take 15% off during checkout by using discount code SHAREDSECURITY.
Hi, it's Scott Wright here from ClickArmor with an early reminder that October is National Cybersecurity Awareness Month. And don't you think it's time to put some fun and innovation into your security awareness training program? ClickArmor is the first gamified learning platform that helps build cyber herd immunity within your organization. Our innovative gamified learning challenges and exercises are perfect for helping people experience real-life risks and helping you measure your own team's vulnerability and proficiency. Whether you need to quickly deploy a training solution that gets people to stop clicking on things, or you have your own boring content that just needs to be put into a more interesting user experience, ClickArmor can help. So please go to clickarmor.ca/sharedsecurity to find out how you can build cyber herd immunity in your organization.
Last Tuesday, the FBI charged 2 Chinese nationals with hacking hundreds of U.S. and foreign companies, human rights activists, and even attempting to hack 3 U.S.-based firms that have been researching the coronavirus. Reports state that the 2 men stole, quote, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of trade secrets, intellectual property, and other high-value business information. This was all detailed in a newly released indictment from a court in the Eastern District of Washington. Victims include tech firms, manufacturing and pharmaceutical businesses, and even firms that make educational software and medical equipment. According to the indictment, in one instance, one of the hackers even attempted to extort a victim into paying a ransom by threatening to publish their intellectual property. The FBI had stated that the hackers, quote, worked with, were assisted by, and operated with the acquiescence of an officer in China's Ministry of State Security. And in related news, the Trump administration ordered the Chinese consulate in Houston, Texas to, quote, cease all operations and events. Ironically, hours before the news of the consulate's closure was announced, neighbors noticed several small fires burning in the consulate's courtyard. And when Houston fire crews showed up, they were denied entry by the building's occupants due to the international agreements in place at the consulate. I don't think these guys were roasting marshmallows here. Sounds to me like they were trying to burn some classified documents and other evidence. What's interesting is this may be the most detailed indictment about Chinese hacking to date, and we really shouldn't be surprised by this. China has been hacking, well, everyone for years for intellectual property and other information to give them the advantage in this highly competitive worldwide market. It's just that now they've been caught. So let's now see what the US and other foreign governments will do about it. And now a word from our sponsor, Edgewise Networks. The biggest problem in security that remains unsolved are flat networks in cloud and data centers, with unprotected attack paths that allow threats to move laterally to cause data breaches. But microsegmentation using network addresses is complicated and takes too much time. But there's a better approach. Edgewise Zero Trust Auto Segmentation. Edgewise is impossibly simple microsegmentation, delivering results immediately with a security outcome that's provable. At the core of Edgewise Auto Segmentation is Zero Trust Identity, which allows workloads to communicate only after their software identity has been verified. Malicious or unimproved software is no longer allowed to communicate. Identity-based protection provides more coverage with fewer policies to make Edgewise simple to deploy and manage. No changes to the application or network are required. One solution protects virtual machines and containers in the cloud and on premises. To stop lateral threat movement and prevent breaches, Visit edgewise.net for a demo and to see results within minutes. And in other China news not related to Chinese hacking, a group of Chinese researchers said that they can alter the firmware of fast chargers to cause enough damage to melt components or even catch them on fire. The new technique, called BadPower, was detailed in a report last week from Chinese tech giant Tencent. Fast chargers, charge your devices much faster than traditional power adapters by detecting the type of voltage required through the firmware, which will determine the charging speed based on the capabilities discovered by the firmware. The BadPower attack works by altering the charging parameters supported to deliver more voltage than required, causing the device to heat up, melt, or catch fire. Now, what's concerning is that the attack is silent and pretty stealthy, as the attacker only needs to connect their computer to the charger and upload the malicious firmware. There are even some models of these fast chargers that can load malicious code via a smartphone. Apparently, out of the 35 fast charging models that were tested, 18 models from 8 different vendors were vulnerable. And if this news wasn't bad enough, many of these devices cannot be updated, so your only solution is to buy a new fast charger when this issue is fixed. So does this mean we should all be more cautious when using a fast charger? Not really, unless you think your threat model may make you a target, or if you notice your device getting hotter than normal after you've used one of these fast chargers, which should indicate that your fast charger may be defective anyway. BuzzFeed News reported late last week that the personal information of hundreds of thousands of Instacart customers are being sold on the dark web. Supposed data includes names, email addresses, last 4 digits of credit card numbers, and order histories. As of last week, 2 dark web markets were offering around 278,000 Instacart accounts that appears to have been uploaded in late June and July, and is being sold for $2 per record. BuzzFeed News also reports that Instacart has denied that there has been a data breach, and rather they said, quote, outside of the Instacart platform, attackers may target individuals using phishing or credential stuffing techniques. In instances where we believe a customer's account may have been compromised through an external phishing scam, outside of the Instacart platform or other action, we proactively communicate to our customers to auto-force them to update their password, end quote. Something sounds fishy here, as a few independent security researchers worked with BuzzFeed to confirm that at least some of the data is legit, as there has already been several Instacart users that confirmed that their order history and personal information matched to what was being sold on the dark web. One user even contacted Instacart about the breach and was told that she probably was a victim of a password reuse attack, even after telling Instacart customer support that she did not reuse any of her passwords. My take is that this is very concerning, and I would hope that Instacart starts a serious investigation on their own to determine if they've been breached or not. This is the worst case scenario for most companies, and that's not knowing that you've got a massive leak of customer data on your hands and that you don't know where it's coming from. Perhaps the better approach from a public relations perspective would be to state that we're investigating reports of a data leak instead of outright denying it altogether. That's all for this week's show. Visit our website, sharedsecurity.net, for all previous episodes and to sign up for our email newsletter. First-time listener to the show? Please subscribe wherever you like to listen to podcasts, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week for another episode of the Shared Security Show.